Hello! Good evening po sa inyong lahat and welcome for the third episode ng Damayan ng CBFC on a Wednesday. I'm so excited for tonight's episode kasi po marami po tayong tatalakayan for tonight. At thank you po sa pag-view ninyo sa sandaling ito. And I'm very excited tonight kasi meron po tayong featured guest for tonight. Alam niyo ba yung asukal at saka, ano ba yan? Basta, sila na mag-explain kung ano yung name ng group nila. But I'm so excited because I was so very happy to work with them in Cayman Bayanihan. Without them, guys, they're like the left and the brain and the right brain of Cayman Bayanihan. I mean, they're one of the I could say one of the few Filipinos dito sa isla na they're very very talented at saka yung kanilang intelligence and wisdom po. Pag may problema po ako, sa kanila po ako lumalapit kahit ano man siya, personal or about work or something else. And I'm sure I'm gonna get the right answer from them. But before that, meron po tayong guest ngayon, di ba? Yung magpaparaffle po sila ng 42-inch TV. Do you remember that last week? So, ano ko lang po yung patalasa sila saglit. Thank you, ah. See, meron po tayong pa-raffle mamaya. Ito pa po yung maganda doon. Kukunin po natin yung raffle ng 42-inch galing po doon sa ticket during festival. Nandito po silang lahat. Yung mga ticket nandito pa po. Kaya yung mga hindi po nanalo during that time, may chance pa po kayo magkaroon ng 42-inch TV. But there's a little bit of a twist on that. Ang twist po doon is, i-announce po ni Miss Avic mamaya na member po ng SMDC, explain po niya sa inyo kung ano po yung mechanics kung paano kayo mananalo ng 42-inch TV. At the same time, mamaya po, meron din pong ipaparaffle si Miss Avic kasi during the festival, meron siyang mga niregister ng mga Pilipino na umattend during festival na punta po sila sa isang ruleta. So, mamimili po tayo mamaya, marami pong mga regalo na ibibigay namin sa inyo. Okay? So sana huwag kayong umalis. Okay? But before that, may konting patalastas po tayo ulit. Pakita ko po ulit sa inyo yung video ng SMDC. I hope you listen very well. Okay? Thank you. Sandali lang po, ah. Thank you. Thank you sa patalasas na konti po yan. Um, Other than our featured guest tonight, meron pong i-discuss din po ang ating officer na si Ate Sanity with regards dun sa yung bago niyang segment sa Filipino community. So yung mga tanong ng mga Pilipino, tapos may mga kababayan tayong mga sumasagot. So if future din po natin yun. Alright? So for tonight, I think I'm ready and I hope you guys are already right there watching. At invite nyo po lahat, i-share nyo po itong inyong video, i-share po natin itong video natin because in a few minutes, in a few seconds actually, ipapakilala ko na po sa inyo ang latest craze ng Cayman, ang sugar and spice. Hello guys, how are you?
Hi, good evening. Magandang gabi. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat.
Good evening, good evening.
So, kumusta po kayo?
Magaganda pa rin.
Alright, very good. So, guys, I would like to introduce to you our featured guest for tonight na magiging regular ano na po sila ng Wednesday, Damayan. Let's all welcome Sugar and Spice, Ate Jing, and Ate Sunny D.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. And andito naman po tayo. It's Wednesday again. And of course, andito na po uli yung Damayan po ng Bayanihan. Weekly segment po ito ng CBFC na binibigay po namin sa inyo, binabalita namin sa inyo, or pinapakita namin sa inyo kung ano po yung mga updates, anong mga nangyayari, kung may mga tanong, so, or kung meron tayong mga fundraising, lahat po na activities within the week and the previous weeks and the forthcoming weeks, pinag-uusapan po namin dito. Ngayon, i-introduce ko po sa inyo, hindi naman kami napilitan ni Ate Sunny, hindi po kami napilitan. After all the talks kung anong ipapangalan namin, napag-desisyonan po namin pangalanan yung segment na to na Sugar and Spice.
And
everything nice. Kaya po, Sugar and Spice po, pag-uusapan po natin, ibang klase, lifestyle,
manners,
employment,
etiquettes,
food,
heritage and culture.
Iba't ibang klase.
Yeah.
It's like, this will become like a magazine show
Mix
or
and
a
match.
magazine segment po ng Damayan. So hindi
Yeah.
lang po tayo mag-uusap tungkol sa employment, sa problema. Pwede pag-uusapan din po natin yung mga light things about life na magpag-uusapan.
Buhay-buhay.
Ate Sunny.
Oh yeah. Halimbawa, paksiw. Paksiw talaga.
Yan po ang national food ng Pilipino. Paksiw.
Ilang klaseng luto bang paksiw?
Aba, maraming luto ang paksiw, Ate Sunny. Mamili ka. Isda, baboy, lechon. Meron bang baka?
Paksiw na baka? Miss Ivy, nakatinig ka na bang ng paksiw na baka?
Malay mo, magkaroon. Yun ang isang segment po na gagawin namin. Abangan niyo po. Mag-guest po kami na siguro maganda Ate Sunny mag-guest tayo ng chef. Maraming
Yes.
chef dito.
Yes.
Tapos ang challenge natin is how to make beef paksiw.
What? Bibigyan mo siya sakit ng ulo?
Yes, pwede natin silang bigyan ng ganong klaseng challenge. Pero iba't iba po, kagaya ng sinabi namin ni Ate Sunny, iba't iba ang pag-uusapan namin. Every week, iba-iba ang ihahain namin ni Ate Sunny sa inyong topic. So, before that, siguro mas maganda mag-recap tayo, Ate Sunny, right?
Yes, I heard you just interviewed
Oo.
Miss Kim Carlos.
Carlos.
So tell us about that. How did it go?
It went well. It went very, very well. Actually, medyo mainit siya that time. Tagaktak yung pawis ng lahat ng crew. We were praying na sana hindi naman ganun kainit, which luckily medyo nag-dim siya. And then we were at Pedro Castle, which everybody knows it's the birth of the democracy in Cayman, which is also very symbolic dun sa interview kasi And the interview went well. Kimberly was so gracious and she was very
Eloquent.
eloquent. That's the right term, eloquent. And it went well. We are all very happy and very satisfied.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our very own pride.
Yeah, Philippine pride din kasi she's half Caymanian, half Filipino. And she's born here, but
And guys,
a big family po sa Pilipinas din at the same time dito. She has a big Caymanian family din po.
So sa Brac, no? She
Yeah, sa
mentioned
Brac.
Brac.
Yeah, sa
Yeah.
Brac.
Mhm.
Sa Brac. Maybe we can, before we move to that interview, better pa siguro mag-recap muna tayo at least from last week.
Yeah. Remember, nag-fundraising tayo for Chloe, and we did well on that too,
Mhm.
because we were able to raise like somewhere in the 2,000 CI.
2,195.
Yeah. So now we're going to move on to the next who needs help. Si
Yes.
Miss.
Meron po tayong fundraising. Actually, merong several na mga tao na nangihingi ng assistance.
Yeah.
Most of them are medical assistance.
Yeah.
So, doon po ngayon papasok yung project natin na susunod. And we are conceptualizing in having another like parang mini concert
Mini concert for
to raise funds po.
concert for a cause.
Concert
Yes.
for a cause. Opo.
And we're thinking about doing it at the Hard Rock with the
Oo.
contraband
Yes.
and passing the hat around. And the Hard Rock also offered to give us 10% of
The sales.
for the
So,
night.
For the night.
Yeah.
So it's very, very
So
gracious of Hard Rock also to offer their place, and then also on top, donate 2% of the total sales.
So
for the
we would
night.
like to invite you to support the cause for our concert for a cause, because I think there are 4 people who are in line who needs help. Really,
Yeah.
really, especially, sabihin natin ang pangalan?
Yeah,
Okay, but anyway, but there are 4 na nakaline up ngayon na kailangan ng tulong. So we are even considering garage sales
Garage.
online.
I think Kukay, one of the Exicom, is already conceptualizing an online garage sale. I don't know kung magkakaroon ng actual garage sale, pero we will try to post it online kung ano yung mga magiging
Available
at mga
Yeah.
kailan natin gagawin yung fundraising na yun. But we will be busy with the fundraising because ang dami po nating mga kababayan nowadays na they really need help. They really need medical assistance po. So, yung may mga, mga pusong gustong tumulong, kumakatok po sila sa inyo. At kumakatok din po kami in behalf of them para po matulungan natin sila. And it will really go for a good cause. Ate Sani, speaking of good cause, kahapon naglakwat siya kayo, hindi niyo ko sinama.
Oh! Ouch!
Saan kayo nagpunta, Ate Sani?
Pumunta kami sa Cayman Island Cancer Society to turn over the check of
Worth?
$2,000!
Yes, as promised po, as promised. Yung isa sa magre-receive po ng proceeds ng festival is Cancer Society. So kahapon po, with the rest of the Exicom, pumunta po sila and handed it to Miss Jennifer Weber.
Yeah. And na-postpone lang yung sa Adasi dahil ang lakas-lakas naman ng ulan kasi kagabi, hindi ko makita ang daan. Diyos ko naman, from Regal Beach lang hanggang sa Road Light. Isang oras, ihi na talaga ako kasi nananayin na pala mo, ihi na ako.
Yeah.
Grabe.
Hindi. It was like a tropical storm kagabi.
Oh.
So, with thunder and lightning,
Yes.
that's why we have to cancel the turnover of checks to
Yeah,
Adasi.
to
But
the
we will
Adasi.
schedule it. And if you're checking the Facebook account of Bayanihan and also the Filipino groups here in Cayman,
Yeah.
Ate Sani already posted the the turnover of checks sa Cancer Society.
Yes.
So, nakikita po ninyo yung mga kababayan na meron po talagang napupuntahan na proceeds, yung mga donations, yung mga tickets na binibili po ninyo, and yung mga tulong, yung mga mga pledges na binibigay po, na napupunta po talaga sa
speaking of pledges, yung palang nag-pledge, magbigay na po kayo.
Oo, marami po nagsabi magpe-pledge. We're willing to pick it up po kung kailangan pong pick it.
Yeah, tawag lang, anytime.
Anytime po, anytime.
Yeah. And what was it again that I remember? I forgot something. Continue.
Isa pa po. Yung meeting ninyo with I think maganda ang feedback ni Miss Weber with the festival.
Yeah. Ang feedback ni Miss Weber after this. Oops.
Hindi po namin sasabihin kasi hindi pa po siya final, but going forward we will be presenting you a much better, a much bigger extravaganza pa po.
Yes.
It's going to be, we're still cooking. Tinatagtad pa po namin nila Ate Sunny yung
Logistics.
So, tsaka yung
drawing pa ang mapa.
Nagdo-drawing pa nagtatagtad kami na Ate Sunny, si Ferdy ay nagdo-drawing pa po ng layout.
Yes.
And the rest are still...
Dayan is shaking over there.
Binibigyan mo namin ng tension si Dion. So,
stress na po siya. We're still like August, September, October, November, 5 months away.
Yes.
And he's losing sleep already.
Ate Sunny, maiba tayo ng usapan.
Yeah.
Di ba meron ka ng spot.
Sunny spot! Spots by spots.
hindi po siya Dalmatian. Ano po yun? May kanya-kanya kaming racket ni Ate Sunny. Malapit na kami magkaroon ng vlog.
Yeah. So the first...
Just saying vlog and Sunny spot.
Yeah.
Yes. Diba?
James vlog.
Magkakaroon na po kami. Soon.
Yeah. So the first question that I had put out there, or no, not me, it was asked of me, pero sabi ko, kung hindi ko alam, ipapasa ko doon sa post, sa page, para kung sino nakakaalam, magko-comment sila doon, at least makakatulong din sila sa somebody who had the same problem.
Pinapakita po ngayon sa screen, makikita niyo po yung
so,
yung mga questions.
I had this message, ask ko lang po, kahit po ba mga rollovers required na mag-take ng English test, kahit may copy pa ng English test before pa like 2011. And sa page po ng Cayman Bayanihan, maraming mga suggestions doon, especially from, we have this reply from MarDC. She said, depende sa immigration officer. Kasi kung minsan naman, pagdating mo doon sa may window, like when you submit, you give your passport and everything, and then the officer talks to you, and then if you can reply
properly,
then he would think that you may or may not need to have the test.
The English test.
But then,
yes, kasi kumbaga parang na rin yung parang common sense na rin na pag kinausap ka, maganda ang sagot mo, what's the point of, giving you the test? I know some people who went rolled over and come back, wala nang exam eh.
Yeah.
And,
some.
Oo. Meron namang iba talaga that is required pa sila. Nag-exam sila sa Pilipinas. So,
yeah. Actually, before, kung sa Pilipinas ka magtitig, it was only 1,000, right? But here, you pay 125 CI. But then I think there was an increase sa Pilipinas, naging equal na. Ang babayaran mo doon, saka dito, but still, sa akin lang, mas maganda pa rin sa Pilipinas na kumuha ng test kasi at least kung hindi ka pumasa, makaka-uwi ka lang sa inyo. Kung dito ka magte-take, nasa window ka na ng officer, bumagsak ka, tapos diretso ka pa uuwi. Sayang lang yung pamasahe mo na everything.
Yes.
Gone.
Oo, totoo yan. Kasi ako rin, I go with Ate Sunny's, yung opinion niya. Kasi, kung the same lang naman din ang rate, at alam mo na hindi ka sure na papasa, doon ka na sa Pilipinas mag-take.
Yeah.
Don't take the risk of buying ticket, wasting your time, bumiyahe ka dito, and then uuwi ka na pala.
But the best thing to do is to study.
Yes.
Prepare yourself for the test. There are a lot of exam reviewers.
Reviewers.
Listen to a lot of English, yung maski sa cartoon lang. Alam mo yung mga bata pa lang, 5 years old, 3 years old, mga Pilipino na mga bata na nanonood doon. Hindi sila tinuturuan, pero it sticks to their mind.
Oo.
Then they speak
Oo, mas na-absorb kasi.
ng mga bata. Kasi kung minsan naman tayo, mas interested pa tayo makinig kay Tulfo dahil it's very juicy. Very juicy ang buhay ng ibang tao. Dahil yung siguro buhay natin is not that interesting.
Dapat talaga, especially if you're trying to, or anybody trying to come to Cayman, I suggest you really have to polish yung English mo,
Yeah. Reading comprehension,
comprehension,
listening.
communication.
Yeah.
Siguro, balik tayo dun sa, actually, ang exam is not really that hard, you know.
I can't really attest
Pero,
to that because until now I have not taken it.
It's basic lang kasi na mga questions. So,
Okay, may dadating na taga-immigration.
Baka may dumating dito, bigyan na ng exam at mawindang kami natin sa amin pag nag-exam. But really, truly and honestly, kailangan i-polish natin ng konti. You know, kausap-usapin mo yung... Tsaka huwag ka na munang manood ng
Korean drama.
Telenovela. Manood ka muna ng Netflix. Netflix ka muna. Manood ka ng CNN.
Alam mo, sa Netflix, you can choose that option like there's a subtitle in there. And then that also like, masasanay ka.
Oo.
Maririnig mo yung sinasabi habang binabasa mo. So,
actually, alam mo, Ate Sani, total this is the sugar and spice segment.
remember, I'm the spicy one.
I'm the sweet one.
Yeah! And there's the everything nice.
Everything nice is in the background. Kasi nasa kanya po talaga yung nice. Malalaman niyo mamaya bakit nice siya kasi siya yung namimigay. Kami natin Sani poor. Hindi, alam mo sa totoo lang, people take for granted watching movies. But, you know, kung iisipin mo, it helps, lalo na pag English siya. Kasi doon sa binabasa mo, hindi yun ang language na gagamitin ng magiging employer mo, magiging kasama mo sa trabaho. Ang language na ginagamit nila, yung nasa sine, yung paano sila nakikipag-communicate. And you will get, di ba may mga terms sila na take a hike.
Take a hike,
O,
yeah.
Yan na lang,
Take
example. Di ba? Pag sinabing take a hike, sabi, bakit ako pinag-hike?
Kung kami sa mundo.
Di ba? Nasasabi, take a hike, bakit pinag-hike nito? Ano mong meron? Not understanding na take a hike, take a walk, umalis ka, maglakad ka, o umalis ka na, di ba?
Yeah.
Yun ang ibig sabihin.
Because I noticed dito sa Cayman, mostly, mga Caymanians are fond of using idiomatic
expressions. Yes.
Like, I heard Sir Henry Muto like say, donkey's years.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Di ba? Yung
Diba?
mga panahon pa nung ni Mahoma.
Basta donkey's years, ibig sabihin, ang tagal-tagal na nun.
Panahon pa ni Mahoma. Oo, yung gano'n.
Ang dami talagang mga idiomatic expression that you should familiarize yourself. Kasi especially pagka amo mo kausap mo, tapos dress the chicken. Pagdating ng amo niya, ang ganda ng chicken niya. Hanggang.
Imbis na inubaran yung chicken.
Hindi dinamitan.
Kasi nga naman natin sa address.
Kaysa sa Hong Kong, ang sabi is, fry the chicken. Di pinalipat niya ang chicken. Kasi
yung L nila, yung R nila naging L. So, fly the
chicken. Kasi ngayon, pagdating sa hapunan, nasa ng chicken. You told me to fly.
O, diba? Yung mga ganon, yung mga Doon natin natututunan yung idiomatic expressions. Hindi yun usually na nakikita sa books eh.
No, speaking of reading books, ang ano ko kasi noon, ang style ko noon, like, when I read, I first read, like, a sentence, a paragraph, and in that sentence or in that paragraph, pag may nakita ka word na foreign, hindi mo naintindihan, write it. And then when you finish, like, maybe you had a chance, dig it up. Huwag mong ididig kung saan ka magdidig.
O yung idiomatic expression na naman yan natin Sani. Dig it up. Eh, ibig sabihin, kuha ka ng pala. Dig it up.
Palahin mo.
Ngayon, at least Sani, ngayon, mas, alam mo, this time, this generation
Is more
easier.
Yeah.
It's more. Noon, Ate Sani, ang bigat ng encyclopedia tsaka yung dictionary. Di ba yung mga dictionary na kasing laki nito tapos ang ganyan kakapal?
Yes.
Eh ngayon, kagaan-kaan ng cellphone mo, all you need to do is go to book.
Ang bilis-bilis mo makahanap sa mga latest na chismis. Hindi mo alam kung anong ibig sabihin ng word na kailangan mong gamitin.
Yes.
What the? Hindi pa na.
Oh! PGA, ano ba tayo? Parental guidance po. May parental guidance po tayo. What's the next?
So we have the next question. What's the next question?
Question na, ang haba na ng usapan. Mahirap po pag pinagsama.
Ano ba yung next question? Paano po ang proseso after ma-approve ang work permit? So coming from the Philippines, going to Cayman, leave that to Miss David to answer.
Ako na?
Babasahin ko na. Sige. Miss Avik said, kapag approve na po ang work permit, dadaan na si Kuya sa proseso ng PUA na dinaanan ng lahat ng OFW. Attend siya, PIDOS, kuha PUA, pa-apostyle yung work permit, etc. etc. Kung mag-require ang PUA ng agency dahil di na pwede direct hire doon sa company na yun, need niya ni Kuya makipag-coordinate ngayon sa mga agency sa Pilipinas na may agency din dito sa Cayman. Tulad ng kay Miss Perlin Esnonez. At huwag kalimutan idaan sa polo ang mga papeles. Importante yan. Yan ang hanapin ng PUA dahil hanapin din ng airport staff sa airport ang dadaanan pag pupunta sa Cayman. So see, ang pagkakalam ko, pahirapan ngayon sa Pilipinas. Kaya nga yung iba, dumadaan sa bintana,
Wala na
yung backdoor. Nagba-backdoor sila.
Pero at the end of the day, it's still better to do
documented.
it.
Properly
Proper
documented.
channels.
Yes,
Yeah.
properly documented talaga. Kasi
Di ba nga ngayon lately, nag-iingi ang WDC PUA ng master list. Kasi in case na something, may mga acts of God,
Yes.
babalik.
Although, yeah,
Hindi
ang difference kasi natin with like Middle East or other parts of the world, ang magiging issue lang natin dito, siguro, at that point, I hope it won't happen, yung mga calamities. But in other countries, ang mga issues nila is war,
Yeah.
yung mga ganun.
Abuses. Especially sa Middle East. Yung mga domestic helpers doon, talaga naman alam natin ang mga horror stories na
Yes,
yung
yes,
isa 2
yes.
years na or something nakita na doon sa refrigerator.
Yeah.
Pero nahuli yata yung mga employer na yun.
Yeah.
So, but luckily, and then, in fact, dito naman, wala
namang issues na ganyan.
Mga ganyan na mga from our employers kasi they are following British laws. So, and everybody, whatever nationality is covered by the same law. Kaya,
I think we have to have a short break po from our sponsors.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat.
there you go. Hindi tumakbo. Di yun, nag-stock up mo, ayun, inikot na. Ito yung sound.
Ay, dito na.
Kanino ba to?
Oh,
Ano ba may yun?
Oo, tag-isa tayo niyan eh.
Oh,
Kanina.
Nakamute.
8 days
Hello.
nanalo
Hello.
si President Duterte bilang presidente. 8 days after nanalo siya. May kapahayagan
Ayan.
sa akin. At saka pa
Ayan. Sorry. May technical issues lang po ng konti. But thank you, Miss Sanity and Ate Jing, for that wonderful contributions po kung paano po pagka may nagtatanong daw about English test, and then at the same time kung paano daw pag na-approve yung work permit and everything. So for yung mga latecomers po, you can just review po yung nating video and then i-ano nyo na lang po. And at the same time, nagbe-break lang po ng konti yung ating mga featured guests. And remember, meron po tayong other guests later which are in the Philippines po. They are from SMDC. Ito muna po, papalabas ko muna po yung kanilang video. Hello! So, yon. We are now heading to our next segment. Ibabalik ko po kayo ulit sa Sugar and Spice para mag-proceed po tayo sa next segments of the show, which is yung pinakahintay ng lahat. Siyempre, yung, di ba, merong Sugar and Spice at saka yung a lot more, di ba? So, ito po yung segment na kinaantay ng lahat kasi mamimigay po ang ating si Miss Avic. So, introduce na lang po nila sa inyo, okay?
Hi, we're back po again. As mentioned po ni Dion, we have here Avic Harding. Siya po yung, she's not only the cluster head of Prospect, but she is also the representative po ng SMDC dito sa Cayman. And she's here to draw yung mananalo po ng 40-inch, right? 40-inch po ng LED TV. Ito pong mga tickets na to, if you remember, ito po yung mga tickets nung festival, and we kept them because marami pa pong mga consolation prizes, mga gifts na pwede pa namin ipamigay.
Naubusan na ng oras.
Naubusan po kasi tayo ng oras. So, now, maybe let's ask Miss Avic to draw the winner for the 40-inch LED TV.
Yes. Pero po yan, as promise po yung nasabi namin nung last time na yung mabubunot po dito, ang i-deliver po namin yung TV doon sa kamag-anak niya sa Pilipinas para surprise sila, di ba? So, marami sa atin gusto natin na magkaroon ng malaking TV pero mahirap namang iuwi, ilagay sa isakay sa eroplano. So, ito na ang SMDC mismo ang magde-deliver sa kamag-anak niyo sa Pilipinas kahit saan man niyang lupad.
Kahit saan lupalop po ng Pilipinas.
Sabi ko, lupangalop. So, paano ang gagawin natin dito? Haluin natin.
Haluin natin.
Mabuti?
Mabuti.
Ay, para walang
Okay.
away.
In the meantime, basahin po natin yung comment, the handsome and the pretty ladies. Saan ang handsome? Nasa labas.
Ay, nasa labas.
Tapos meron din, I think, depende yan sa field or job para po sa first-timers. yung pagbabalik na mga rollover na nag-i-exam yan po yung isa sa mga employer nyo, may comment or statement or report po na hindi po kayo nagkakaintindihan or hirap kumintindi. May report po yan sa database natin. Also, that's why, kung ang employer mo mismo ang nag-report na medyo nahihirapan siya kumintindi sa'yo,
Pag-e-examine ka.
pa-i-examine ka.
Yes.
Makikita pala sa database yun. Salamat.
I think the employer should ask the prospective worker to take the test in the Philippines before she comes over.
Yeah.
Kasi hintayin niya muna
Mas
makarating
advisable
dito.
po yun. Okay. Time to draw. Paano ba? Hahagis natin?
Ihahagis ko sa'yo.
Tapos-
Sumalo ka.
Ako ang sasalo?
Oo.
Ako ang sasalo.
Okay.
O, sige. 1, 2,
3.
ay!
Wala siya
One more.
na.
Nagkalat na po kami dito.
Wales. 1, 2, 3.
Isa lang.
Yay! Ito walang daya.
Yahoo!
Nagdaya.
Who's the lucky winner?
Huwag po kayo mag-alala. Iipunin pa po namin to.
Yes.
Oo, may raffle pa.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Oh.
Sino?
Ang winner po natin is from Fairbanks Road. Hindi ko nalalagay ang buong address. Yes. Lalaki po siya. And his name is Jeremy Solidum.
Wow.
Congratulations po,
Oh,
Jeremy Solidum. Ito po yung ang ticket number is 0441. Ayan po. Yan. Ihaharap natin sa amin. Yan po.
Jeremy, ay hindi masyadong,
Huwag na
ayan.
natin sa-
Jeremy Solidum.
Yan. Okay na po.
Okay na? Okay.
Okay, congratulations.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Yay!
I think, Dion, I think we're ready to play yung aking interview po kay Miss Kimberly Carlos.
It's a happy Sunday. And guys, another segment po ito ng Damayan ng Bayanihan. And we are on a very historic place, Pedro Castle. And with us, we're so proud and so overwhelmed to be one of our very first guests, Miss Kimberly Carlos.
Thank
How are
you
you?
so much, Michelle. It is an absolute privilege and honor to be here.
It's our honor too.
I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Salamat po.
Yes. It's nice to hear that word coming from you. I've heard that this is your favorite place.
Yes.
And I don't know why I insisted with Dion. Let's do it at Pedro Castle because this one is like, as everybody knows in Cayman, this is where the first democratic,
birthplace, yes.
the birthplace of democracy in Cayman. So I think being a contestant of Miss Cayman Universe, we should set it in a very historical place.
Absolutely, because I am here to make history and
Yeah.
representing not just Cayman, but the Philippines as well.
Yes.
Those are two strong cultures that I want to bring to the international stage and just showcase the strength of both countries.
Yes, and when we learn that you are joining the pageant, everybody in the organization is saying like, let's get her, put her on an interview. Let's really she would be one of our first salvo for the interview.
Thank
And
you.
tell us about yourself.
So there's so much to talk about. Well, first and foremost, I'm 27 years old and I'm a psychology major. I studied in London, United Kingdom. That is my favorite city in the world. And I've traveled to 11 different countries.
Yes.
I'm very adventurous. So I love hiking. I love the outdoors. I love nature and just meeting new people. I think that is the most interesting and exciting part about traveling and seeing the world is the uniqueness of each country and what they have to offer. And it's so amazing to be able to be a part of that because you can engage and actually enjoy and explore them as a people. And unfortunately, I haven't been to the Philippines yet, so I know that has to change.
You have to be
Yes,
there. You
I know.
have to be there. You will also learn the culture of the Philippines, but it's not too different from Cayman.
Cayman.
Even the food, even the.
I love food. That's another thing about cultures that I love as well.
What's your favorite Filipino dish?
Oh my goodness, pancit and spaghetti and bibingka. and bubble tea.
Who encourages you to join the pageant?
My Lola. Every day, my Lola. And I think when I was conceived, she knew that already that I would do this. So growing up, she always said to me, you go to Miss Universe. Like, it didn't matter what age I was. She always put that in my head. And she said, Kim, you need to take care of yourself, your body, your brain, everything, so that I can go off
She
to
honed you
represent.
to be.
Yes.
And I think she didn't only hone you, but she conditions your mind to be,
Yes.
to be a contestant or to be a beauty queen one day.
Yes, and she had this strong belief for me that I would go to the Philippines and represent for them. And she said, you move over there, Tita Luz go with you, and maybe she's your manager. And I said, no, I cannot do that. That's not really my home because I didn't grow up there. I needed to represent Cayman, but at the same time, I had this conflict because I needed to get a degree. My education always came first.
Yes.
And
of
I
course.
understood the importance of that. And I said, once that is settled, I've developed my career, maybe I can consider doing the pageant.
Well, in the right time.
Yes.
And I
in
think
God's time as well.
And you're super prepared right now.
Yes. And I think that over my life, I have gone through so many hardships and lessons that have strengthened me and given me the maturity to now be where I am today, to speak to different people, to connect with them and encourage and motivate them that anything is possible, but you do have to put your mind to it and put in the hard work.
You are a leader of the, let me say this correctly, a leader in the Duke of Edinburgh Awards program.
That's correct. Thank you.
Tell me about it. I know you're so passionate about
I am 100% because I was a participant.
Yeah.
And I started when I was 14 years old. I did my bronze, I did my silver, and my gold
Your gold now.
expedition. Yes, that was done in 2017 in Guyana. So I hiked through the Amazon. We were there for 2 weeks, and it was a 50-mile hike.
Rainforest.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I swam through the rainforest because we had a flash flood. And Duke of Edinburgh just not teaches you about being physically prepared, but the mental endurance that you have you need in life in order to overcome anything that comes your way.
And you know what? It hones you too, right? And makes you prepared to become like psychology and then being
Adaptable.
And then you're in the private sector now also working.
That's correct.
You're connected or you're doing
So I'm in financial services, primarily trust and corporate. So I deal with a lot of ultra high net worth clients and lawyers and various
psychology
intermediaries.
comes in also.
Absolutely, because you're dealing with so many different personalities and you have to be able to communicate with them effectively in order to service your clients, but also understand where they're coming from too. And it's so important to have that knowledge of communication and how to actually listen and engage with people so that you are actually paying attention to what they have to say.
That's very good.
Impact, then you will in turn want to do the same for others.
Yes, because I have a sister who's a psychologist too, and that term conducive is very important, especially if you're trying to develop, not only a person but especially a young person.
Yes.
And that's a very good advocacy because it's not only that you're looking after a certain sector of the government or a certain sector of the society, but it's a whole,
a collective
thing, no matter if this child is rich or poor or because there are rich kids that are not really like the environment is not conducive still, but there are also like so it should be like a collective thing.
Absolutely, because our children should not be segregated based on their social class.
Yes.
They should all have the access and the ability to learn about themselves. And the sense of mindfulness and actually knowing who you are as a person goes much farther in life than any technical class.
My God, if I'm the judge, I'm going to give you already a perfect 100 score for that.
Thank you.
Are you into like programs or training in preparation for the main coronation night?
I do have a personal pageant coach.
Okay.
So I do meet with her occasionally and we go through various areas of the pageant, whereas it could be just walking, posing, social media, how to present yourself in public in terms of what you wear and the statement and the impact that you leave with each and every person that you meet.
Yeah, because Filipinos, we take pageants seriously.
I know.
you know, there are three B's.
The 3 Bs, yes.
Yeah. Boxing. What are they?
Basketball, and beauty pageants.
Those are the 3 B's that Filipino takes seriously.
Ang bibingka.
Yeah. And you know what? In the Philippines, like, even young girls, they're already like conditioned and
Yes.
prepared to join.
They have pageant schools.
Yes, they have. We have
Yeah.
pageant schools back home, and like, are you like training right now? Like, you know, like how to walk.
Yes. So today, prior to this, I actually came from our runway session. So a previous Miss Cayman, two previous Miss Caymans, Caitlin Tyson and Mariah
Yeah,
Tibbetts,
yeah.
they were teaching us how to walk and
Mariah
pose.
is so gracious.
Oh, she's
to us.
amazing.
She's very gracious. She
Yes.
was with us during the festival, and she was
Yes.
like half Filipino. Also, she's an adopted Filipino now. What made you decide to join?
So this has been a lifelong dream of mine. I grew up watching Miss USA, Miss Universe, and Miss World, and I always aspired to be like these women. To me, they are the most glamorous, but they are superheroes in their own right
Yeah,
because they are out making changes in their community, and they're standing up and advocating for so many amazing rights and advocacies, but at the same time maintaining their poise and grace and
Grace under pressure.
under pressure. And to be able to be like that in the public eye at all instances while being completely composed and collected and looking amazing, I just thought to myself, wow, it would be such a humbling experience to be a
Yes,
part of that.
yes.
And I always aspired to it. I think I carried myself with that mindset that I would one day be a part of that caliber of women.
Glamorous, as,
Oh,
you know, as
adaptable
poised.
and flexible is what you have to be because life can throw anything your way.
Guys, I think she's super ready, and she deserves the crown.
Oh,
And
thank
you know, it's really like an honor. All of us are really, since the time we conceptualized to have you as, you know, to interview you,
Yes.
all of us are really like super ready. Like, we don't know, like, how we're going to, what questions do I need to ask her? But this morning I decided to myself, I just read about her biography or the brief of Kimberly, and I just want to talk to her. Like, I just want her to be herself.
Yes.
And I'm in awe. Like,
Oh,
I'm in awe. I mean, you're super intelligent. You're
thank
super,
you.
I can sense you're a good person
Thank you.
inside and of course outside. Any message to your followers right now?
I just want to say thank you so much to all my supporters, my amazing family, all of my friends, the mentors along the way that have helped me and motivated me and encouraged me. I have so many people behind me right now that I have so much love for and so much gratitude for actually believing in me and having me represent not just them, but Cayman as well. So thank you so much, especially to the Filipino community. You guys are amazing. I'm so proud to
Kimberly,
be half Filipino.
We're so proud also, you being the very first. She's the very first half Filipino, half Caymanian to be a contestant of the Miss Cayman Islands Universe. And that's going to be on September.
11th. So
September
they're
11th,
trying to
guys.
secure a venue now.
Mhm.
And once that information will be released,
Mhm.
then the wider public will know. And next Saturday, we'll actually be having our sashing event at the wharf. So that's when you'll really get to see myself and my other pageant sisters dressed up in our gowns and
Guys,
taking lots of photos.
I want to interview her next time with her sash
Oh,
on.
yes. I'll be Miss Kirk Freeport.
Oh,
That's
so,
my sponsor. Yes.
Kirk Freeport.
So I'm
Thank
very
you so much
grateful
also.
to them. Yes, definitely. And the Miss Cayman Islands Committee, who worked tirelessly to volunteer their time and give up their resources to assist
Yeah.
the girls, as well as all of our corporate sponsors. We have so many people, the Ministry of Tourism,
Yes.
just to name,
Yeah.
you know, someone who is backing us and who is actually believing at all the contestants
Yes,
and putting us
How many
forward.
contestants are there?
There's 9.
Wow.
9 of us this year.
I mean, usually it's like around 5, 6, and you're 9 right now. Wow.
I'm contestant number 5, so I'm in the middle.
Wow. It's meant to be.
Yes.
Well,
Oh, yes.
guys, I promise you, this is not only the last there's going to be another. I want to interview Kimberly again
Please.
with her Satch. Any few last words?
Just keep holding your head high to whoever is out there who thinks that you can't overcome anything. I've gone through a lot personally, and I can tell you that it can be very tough and it's hard, but you are the only one who has the choice to pull yourself out of that situation. You're the writer of your story, so make each chapter memorable.
Girl power.
Yes.
Guys, I'm so honored today to be with this woman right now.
Thank you.
And girls, Kimberly Carlos, the contestant number 5 of Miss Cayman Islands Universe. Thank you so much.
Thank you
so
too.
much.
Thank you.
It's a privilege. Thank you. Maraming salamat po.
Salamat.
Oh, by the way, can you hand me over the gifts for Kimberly?
Oh my goodness, I was
want you
not
to open
expecting
it.
this.
I want you to open this.
Oh, wow. This is maganda. Wow. When is this festival, or did you have that already?
We already had this,
Oh.
and we saved that because when we knew we already have finished the schedule.
Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Wow.
Cayman Bayanihan.
Oh, wow. So
But
what
yun-
does this mean, Bayanihan?
Bayanihan in the Philippines, it's actually a word, 2 words
Okay.
that put into one. Bayani
Mhm.
is hero.
Okay.
Han is an act. So it's a heroic act.
Oh, wow.
But there's another meaning of bayanihan. In the Philippines, some houses are made of stilts. And when you transfer, people carry the stilts together. So it's like working hand in hand for one common cause.
Wow. And that is what this community is doing
It's
here
about-
in Cayman.
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you all so much. I can't wait to wear this and wear my hat.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank
you.
you, Michelle.
Guys, I'll see you again on our next segment, and we'll have to create more or involve more Filipinos and millennials.
Yes, you need to interview Rafael Powery. He is my cousin and he is a phenomenal artist. Yes, next.
That's our next interview. She's going to fix it for us.
Yes.
And not only that, this will be shown in the Filipino channel.
Oh my goodness.
So,
What's it? Mahal kita.
Yes.
Mahal kita.
yes. Thank you so much.
Hello, we're back. Ito na po yung kompleto.
Yeah.
Sugar and spice.
And everything nice.
O, di ba?
Yeah.
O, kompleto na po kami. And, nag-segment na kami kanina ni Ate Sani. I think it's about time sleep. Avik naman. I think
Mhm.
may mga kaibigan po tayo
Yes.
na mga guests po tayo na who's online. I-introduce po ni Miss Sani.
Mhm.
Ni Miss Avik. Sorry.
Yes. Nag-invite po tayo, nag-import po tayo ng mga friends natin sa Canada and sa Dubai, mga Filipino OFW. Nandito po si Mr. Kyle Montihar, siya po ang SMDC International Senior Associate Sales Director. And si Mr. Reynante Rangpas from Canada, Canada-based Filipino accredited as International Marketing Partner. And nandun din po si Mr. Sid Caparas, ang aking boss, investor and buyer. So nandito po sila para i-share po sa atin yung opportunity na binigay ng SMDC. Ito yung magkaroon tayo ng online income. Hindi natin kailangan iwan yung present job natin. Magagawa natin yan on the site. And ikukwento po nila kung paano po sila nag-start. Hello po, Sir Kyle. Good evening.
Good evening!
Good evening. Magandang gabi po dyan sa mga kapwa nating Filipino sa Cayman Island.
Magandang umaga pala sa inyo dyan.
Umaga ba sa
Ay, sa Dubai? Ano ba sa Dubai ngayong gabi?
4 in the morning, 5 in the morning right now in
Oh my
Dubai.
God, gumising
Yeah.
sila ng maaga.
Yes, thank you pala sa invitation sa amin, no? So parang napakaganda kasi yung community is bayanihan. So sabi ko kay Ma'am Mavic, why not? Kasi we are only ang purpose kasi ng community is to help with to help sa ibang mga nangangailangan, di ba? Why not let's make community members na ready na sa any na mga problema na napatulungan natin. So the reason why we are here is we in view of the vision of our chairman ng SM Development Corporation na si Henry C. Jr., gusto niya talaga na lahat ng mga Filipino sa ibang bansa ay magiging affluent. Yung mayroong purpose ang pagpunta nila or pagtrabaho nila sa ibang bansa na pag-uwi nila sa Pilipinas, still ay talagang hindi lang dahil nag-abroad sila para kumita ng pera, but still pag-uwi nila sa Pilipinas ay nagiging stable na sila at magiging maganda yung kanilang buhay, hindi lang sa kanilang sarili, pati sa kanilang mga pamilya sa ibang bansa, sa Pilipinas. So, together with me is, so we are here, we are looking for, katulad po sa inyo mga Filipinos, na magiging part po ng team namin. Kasi we started in sa US, sa Canada, and the rest of the world. So sabi ko, why not kung nakapag-create tayo ng SMDC Marketing Partners sa Canada, try din natin gawin ito sa Cayman Islands. Kasi in fact, together with me is yung ating mga successful na mga marketing partners na katulad nyo din before na pinag-isipan kung okay ba itong magiging part-time job kasi right now ang ating mga katawan is hindi naman forever na maging malakas, di ba? So we really need to have a source of income na kahit hindi tayo nagtatrabaho is still kumikita pa rin tayo. So I think Mr. Sid is one of our marketing partners, but initially nagiging investor po siya ng SM Development Corporation. Na-discover niya na pwede palang, maganda palang opportunity ito. So, Sir Sid, when was your first time na nagiging part ng SMDC or paano mo ba paano ka ba naging part ng SMDC?
First of all po, good evening sa inyo dyan yes, Sir Carl. Good evening po sa inyo dyan sa Cayman Islands. So actually, gabi na rin po dito sa Canada. First time ko pong narinig yung SMDC is through our country manager, si Reynante po. Supposedly nandito po siya, pero medyo late lang po siya. So actually, bilang OFW po dito sa Canada, na-realize ko na hindi naman forever na nag-work ako dito and naisip ko ang mga options na available to invest. So actually po, I'm a certified financial advisor din po. So I know how to invest in stock market and mutual funds and the likes. So nakita ko yung kaibahan ng real estate investing so far, and I've been doing this like wala pang 1 year, but yung mga investment ko is continue to grow. So and bilang seller also, as my part-time, malaking edge sa akin bilang OFW, at the same time, na kumikita ako ng extra bilang pasuporta sa pamilya ko, then for my future family. For all you know po, mga kababayan, just being newlywed. So basically, my girlfriend and now my wife is actually my client. So we invested in SMDC together for our brighter future. So as of now, we have 6 units, and all of them are really appreciating really appreciating in price. So very interesting din na matutunan ng bawat isa, mga OFW, kung paano nila i-invest yung pinaghirapan nilang pera for the future, for long-term investment.
Thank you, Sir Sid.
Welcome, sir.
Yan. And Mama Vic, I have with me also Mr. Renante Rangpas. Maybe he could also share kung paano po ba naging part siya ng SMDC. Kasi in-invite ko sila para at least mayroong idea yung mga taga-Caymaners, mga Filipinos dyan sa Cayman, kung ano ba yung klase ng magiging part ng SNDC. Kasi itong SNDC ay free opportunity na binibigay ng company natin. If you notice, SNDC is part of SM Group of Companies. So we have banking like BDO. We also have, sa real estate po kami, so SM Development Corporation. And si Sir Renante is isa sa mga successful na partner namin sa Canada. So, Sir Renante, paano ikwento mo sa taga Cayman Island kung anong klase ba ng partner o anong klaseng opportunity or changes sa life mo nung naging part ka ng SMDC?
Hello, good evening everyone. Kumusta po kayo dyan sa Cayman Island?
Mabuti, ulan.
Buti pa dyan umulan dito, sobrang mainit.
Mainit din dito, but medyo may 2 days na medyo nag-uulan.
Okay. Okay, anyway, I'm Reynan Terangpas. Gusto ko lang sana gusto ko ding i-share kung paano ba ako nagiging successful dito sa SMDC. Actually, kapag nagsasalita ako about sa SMDC, na ako talaga na overwhelm ako. Kasi parang ito yung nagpabago sa akin, nagpabago ng buhay namin. Hindi lang sa akin at hindi lang sa family ko. So, alam naman natin na ang buhay sa Pilipinas is sobrang napakahirap. Kaya isa din ako sa mga taong nangarap na sana lahat ng mga pangarap ko ay matupad. Kaya madami din akong mga naging experience sa trabaho nung nasa Pilipinas pa ako. So dahil alam mo ng buhay natin doon, so sobrang hirap. Then lumaki din ako sa isang mahirap na pamilya. Kaya yon ang naging factor para yun ang mga naging inspirasyon ko sa buhay para makamit kung ano man yung kinalalagyan ko ngayon. Then, nung nasa Pilipinas pa ako, nangarap ako na makapag-abroad, pero medyo mahirap. Kasi, ayun nga, kailangan ng mga placement fee. Hanggang after few years, nakapunta din ako dito sa Canada. Akala ko noon dito sa Canada is mayaman talaga na country, pero akala ko pag pumunta ka ng Canada is mayaman ka na. So parang yun ang mga inaakala ng mga Pilipino na sa Pilipinas. Pero dito ko napatunayan na parang parang ganun pa din sa Pilipinas.
Malinaw.
Kaya
Nakikita ko yung comment.
isa ako sa mga taong may 3 trabaho dito dati sa Canada. So parang siguro pwede kong sabihin na parang tulog lang yung naging pahinga ko dati. Pero dahil sa madami akong mga obligasyon sa pamilya, dahil ulila na kami sa ama. Kaya ako yung naging tatay na sa 6 na kapatid ko. Kaya kaya doon ako nagsikap, mapag-aral yung mga kapatid ko, makapag-build ng sarili naming house. Then ang gusto kong i-share sa inyo is paano ako nagsimula sa SMBC. Dahil sa hirap ng buhay dito sa Canada, then parang gusto kong makapag-invest ng isang property sa Pilipinas. Kaya noon mayroon akong kaibigan na nag-offer sa akin ng condo. Pero dati hindi ko pa kilala yung sa company, yung sa SMBC. Then parang sinabi sa akin na magkikita kami nung umuwi ako sa Pilipinas. Tapos dahil sa busy ako nung nagbakasyon ako, kaya hindi ko na na-meet yung kaibigan ko. Tapos hanggang bumalik ako sa Canada, then hanggang parang nawala na sa isip ko yung pag-invest ng condo. Tapos ang nangyari, dahil sa nag-scroll ako ng doon sa Facebook. Tapos nakita ko yung kaibigan ko doon na nagbebenta din ng condo. Sabi ko parang okay tong location na to kako. Dahil gusto ko din magkaroon ng property kahit gaano yung kahirap, at least merong pupuntahan yung pera ko sana. Hindi lang yung napupunta doon sa pamilya ko sa Pilipinas, at least meron din para sa akin, parang regalo ko sa sarili ko. Pero nung tinanong ko yung kaibigan ko kung okay yung company na yon, kasi as an investor, kailangan kasi nating mag-background check din kung okay ba yung company. Then sinabi ng kaibigan ko na okay din, pero meron siyang pero. Kaya sabi ko, pinag-isipan ko lang muna. Pero parang desidido na ako, kaya yung isa kong kaibigan dito sa Canada is tinawagan ko siya. Then yun na, sinabing meron siyang condo sa Pilipinas, then doon pinakilala sa akin yung SMBC. Then doon pa lang na-introduce sa akin yung company ni SM. So ang SMDC pala is SM Development Corporation na ka-partner din ni SM na nagmamay-ari ay si Henry C. So sabi ko okay din pala yung company na to, kasi siya po yung number 1 developer sa Pilipinas. Kaya yun, nag-decide ako na kumuha ng unit. Then doon na nag-start then after that, doon na nag-start yung pagiging agent ko after na kumuha ko ng unit. Tapos yun siya, in-explain na sa akin yung about sa commission. So doon ako natuwa. Kaya nung after 2 days, so nag-offer na ako sa mga ka-work ko. So talagang hinanap ko yung mga kaibigan ko, mga kakilala ko, kamag-anak ko. So parang doon ako nagkwento. Then hindi ko inakala na in that sa unang buwan ko sa real estate is parang sabi ko parang na-feel ko talaga na dito na mababago yung buhay ko. Tapos sabi ko kasi iniisip ko pa lang every time na makabenta ako, parang sabi ko isang unit lang pala is pwede mong kitain ng yung kita mo sa Canada sana is pwede mo yung sahod mo na dito is pwede mong kitain sa isang unit lang. Kaya doon ako na-inspire lalo. Then hanggang madami na akong mga naging mga kakilala dahil sa SMDC. Hanggang after na 50 million ako, nag-attend ako ng training sa mga online, then actually nung umuwi pa ako sa Pilipinas. Tapos hanggang dumami yung sales ko, madami akong mga nagiging kaibigan dito sa real estate. Then ang ginawa ko lang dito is parang nagsi-share lang ako sa mga kaibigan ko, lalo na ginamit ko din yung social media, mga Facebook. So doon ako nagpo-post ng mga projects, then hanggang nakilala ako. Then doon ako nakakuha ng mga iba't ibang clients. Kaya sobrang natutuwa talaga ako. So ngayon parang masabi ko na yung kita ko dito sa SMBC is parang sasahurin ko na yun sana dito sa Canada ng mga ilang taon, like siguro sabihin na natin mga 20 years. Kasi dito pwede kang kumita ng dito pwede kang kumita ng 1 million sa isang buwan. Pero sa akin napatunayan ko nung kasagsagan ng pandemic is like pwede pa lang kitain yung 1 million na yan sa isang tao lang. Kaya sabi ko sobrang natutuwa talaga ako.
Ay.
Ayun.
Na-excite ako dahil nung nag-start ako, bumili lang ako ng unit kay Sir Sid. And then from there, sabi niya, pwede ka rin maging certified agent. So doon ako nag-start. Ngayon, excite ako lalo dahil 1 million pa lang pwedeng kitain sa isang unit lang.
Ayun, sinabi ni Mama Vic, no, na pwede ka magiging certified real estate agent kahit hindi ka licensed broker sa Philippines. Ang gagawin nyo lang po is mag-join na po kayo sa aming community page. Meron po kaming online na free training. So, ang free training po na yon is meron po kaming regular weekly na training from SMBC. So, matutunan po natin doon yung mga accreditation process, yung mga projects natin, mga ibang hanap buhay natin, at paano ba natin educate yung ating mga kapwa Filipino sa ibang bansa. And if you are a certified agent sa Cayman Island, yung territory mo is hindi ka lang sa Cayman Island pwede mag-practice, no, or mag-alok ng negosyo na ito, kundi you can also cover worldwide. So hindi siya yung income natin is hindi lang limited sa Cayman Island. In fact, mostly ng mga naging clients na Rinante is hindi lang sa Canada. So, magkano ba yung first na nakuha mong commission? I think for more than 1 year si Rinante sa team. Right now, si Rinante nakakapag-earn na siya ng around 200 to 300,000 pesos per month. And nag-umpisa lang siya ng kinukuha niya around mga 30,000, 15,000, but after a year, dumodoble kasi ng dumodoble. So lumalaki siya ng lumaki. So dito ko pinapakita, itong sinasabi ko na this can all really give you a stable source of income. Na kahit wala ka ng trabaho, you can still have the passive income because of your previous na mga commitment. So ang point namin dito is we want you to be all entrepreneurs, na hindi lang tayo mga nagtatrabaho dyan sa Cayman. So some of you there are may mga negosyo na din, di ba? But this kind of negosyo is you don't need a capital. Kasi in fact, parang sabi nga namin is all you need to do is binigyan ka ni SN ng sasakyan. Kapag hindi ka marunong magmaneho, tuturuan namin kayo. Then all you need to do is just bring the pasajeros or the passengers para magkaroon ka ng negosyo mo. So, meron ka pang kapag may mga questions kayo, you can ask. Tatlo kami sa SNDC, and we are here to help you, mga kadamayan.
I think siguro yung mga iba nating kababayan, usually kasi medyo yung iba late pumapasok. I don't know if you can just answer them if they post the questions, and then you can just reply. Nandun naman po nakapost to sa FB account ng Cayman Bayanihan, and at the same time sa YouTube. So from there, they can reply and they can reach out to you. Maybe Sir Kyle, or you can give us some details kung paano po kayo ma-reach out, or we can go to your Facebook account also if we have questions. Para po, you can elaborate, and maybe may mga materials din kami pwedeng makita.
Yes, thank you po, Ma'am Sugar.
Ganda, Sugar! Nagustuhan ko yan.
Ayan.
Sugar. Okay.
Ayan. Meron po tayong Facebook group. So, papunta lang po kayo ng facebook.group. Ano nga ba yung or pumunta po tayo sa facebook.com/groups www.my.portal.sndc.m or pumunta po tayo sa ating website www.my.portalsndc.com. Ganito lang po yung process kapag magiging part kayo ng SNDC. Pwede nyo pong ibigay kay Ma'am Mavic ang inyong email address and then and your name, and okay na po yun. Magsisend po kami ng email para sa process kung paano magiging accredited at bibigay po namin sa inyo yung contract with SNDC. Remember po, yung contract po na ito is between you and SNDC. So we're just a mere facilitator na magiging part po kayo ni SNDC. So kung meron po kayong email, we will be sending to you the email of the contract and we are just witnesses of your contract. Kami mo pa mag-facilitate, ipapasa po namin sa HR. Meron po tayong sa Human Resources Training and Development Department para ma-accredit po namin kayo. Ayan. So ito po yung aming group. Mag-join na po kayo at saka sabihin nyo lang pong Cayman Island member. And then para ma-approve po tayo kasi this is an exclusive group para sa mga accredited ng SNDC sa team natin. And you will learn here yung kung ano yung mga basic real estate concepts, yung mga project presentations natin kasi right now we have 55 projects nationwide sa buong Pilipinas. So we have in Visayas, Mindanao, and in Luzon, and in Metro Manila. And also, meron po kami mga skills development training. So kung paano kayo magkaroon ng digital marketing, paano kayo mag-ads sa Facebook, and then paano yung meron kayong mga trainers para sa mga persuasions, assertiveness, accountability. So marami po tayong mga trainings para sa inyo. Actually, you are all welcome kahit hindi tayo nagbebenta. Just to learn, no? Para sa ating mga skills na may improve. Kasi we can also apply not only sa SNDC, we could also apply that in our own businesses. So halimbawa, kapag gusto nyo matuto ng online marketing, meron po tayong mga trainings na ganyan. Opo. And then kung gusto nyo pong yung personality development, meron po tayong mga trainers po dyan. So pumasok na po kayo sa ating Facebook group para ma-update po kayo ng mga schedules. Usually po every Sunday and Saturday po ang ating regular training, and the rest meron po tayong mga special trainings. And also the technical training.
Ayun po. So, Ate Sunny, kung gusto mo mag-training, ibigay ang email address kay Avic, and Sir Kyle can arrange, Avic and Sir Kyle can arrange kung kailan po yung schedule ng training. I'm pretty sure yung experience and yung kwento ni Mr. Sid at ni Reynante is very inspiring for those who wants to have 6 condos kagaya kay Mr. Sid. Opo. Ito na yung chance
Mga
ninyo.
millionaire na yung kasama
Yes.
natin. Hindi nyo
Mga
alam.
millionaire, young millionaires.
Millionaire.
And then, look at Mr. Reynante. Cool na lang siya ngayon. Kasi, yes. So,
At alam nyo ba, ma'am?
investment po na, ito po yung investment na tumataas. And nag-appreciate siya.
Yeah, but thing is, I don't have the capital, so I would rather like learn how to use the scimitar.
Yan po ang spice. Mga kababayan po namin sa Cayman, this is po ang invitation from SMDC, SM Development Center, na kung gusto nyo magkaroon ng extra income, and this is, everybody, I think, all Filipino knows what's SMDC, SM. So, alam na po natin yan. So, if you're interested, and I think the training is for free, so you can give your email to Avic, or reply to this video po, reply to this show, and then
As you can see sa meron siya yung pwede kayo mag-register dun sa www.portal.sndc. Yan, dyan. And mag-register po kayo. And i-choose nyo lang po Team Cayman. So, yan. Magsasenda na po kayo dyan ng mga links sa mga free webinars. Lahat po yan free.
Okay.
Alright. And sa mga gustong bumili ng condo, huwag kayong matakot dahil meron tayong mga discounted, not discounted, yung mga promos, yan, mga
Promo.
promos, di ba, Sir Kyle, yung unit yung sinasabi?
Actually, ma'am, yan po laging sinasabi ng mga tao. Sabi kong sweldo ko lang is 50,000. Paano ako makakaroon ng condo na milyon-milyon? Kasi nga po, sa kay SNDC, you don't need to pay the contract price. You just need to pay 15% or 12% of the total contract price. And the remaining balance will be self-liquidating na through our rental business. Which is, yung rental business po natin is, you don't need to be here in the Philippines para asikasuhin yung business kasi SNDC will do it for you. They have to look for your clients. They have to take care of your unit. So all you need to do is just at least have at least 8,000 pesos, 10,000 pesos, or 15,000 pesos a month to save like in 3 to 5 years. And after that, everything will be self-liquidating and then magiging, kasi doon sasabi nila na patutulog ka na lang, pera na dumadating sa'yo. Kasi totoo naman talaga kapag sa paupa, I'm doing it that already. I started the business in 2012. 2012, nag-start po ako. Ang sweldo ko lang dati is 25,000. And monthly ko lang po dati is 8,500. But now, ang paupahan ko na po is 45,000 pesos monthly for my unit. Malapit po sa may naiya. And ang amortization ko lang po is around 14,000 pesos. See?
Yung sa nakuha kong unit, yung SM Light, yung Light Residence, nung nagbakasyon ako sa Pilipinas, doon ako nagstay, and ang binayaran ko is 15,000 for 2 weeks na stay doon. Nung namit ko nga si Sir Sid, sabi ko, bili na lang kaya ako ng condo.
Yes.
Sabi ko, sa tingin ko, dapat kumuha ako ng condo para pag uwi ko sa Pilipinas, meron akong tutuluyan, hindi na ako
Hindi ka na magre-rent, hindi ka na mag-ano.
Yung time na naka-promo siya, so 15,000 lang ang reservation fee. And then ngayon, nagbabayad ako ng 17,000 pesos a month. So, pag nagbakasyon ako ulit sa Pilipinas, hindi na ako upa, meron na akong sariling. And pwede ko ba ipamana doon sa aking anak? Inaabangan niya na yung dalaga ko. Okay.
At alam niyo ba, Mama Vic, yung property niya before 2015, that was only 2.8 million. And ang inilabas mo lang na pera dyan is around mga 400,000, I know. Kasi hindi mo naman bayaran 2.8 at nag-installment ka. But during your time, mataas na siya. I think it was already 4 million or 5 million na during your time. Kasi nga, time talaga dito is pera. So if you start earlier, ikaw talaga mag-benefit nun kasi ang pera tumatakbo sa property. Di ba? Lahat ang everyday, ang nag-appreciate naman ng property, wala naman masyadong bumabagsak, no? Ito yung safest kasi na investment. If you put your money in stocks, okay, if you have time, para paggalawin yung pera mo, pwedeng bumagsak. But if in real estate, it's a long-term investment, but yet it's a secured one, safest, at mataas po ang return niya, yung ROI niya.
Yes. O yan po ha, mga kababayan. Nagsisignal na si Dion, we're overtime na po. Overtime na naman po kami. Siguro babaguhin na namin yung aming time, instead na 1 hour, gawin na namin time, 1 hour and a half. Guys, I hope this is not the first time na mag-guest kayo sa amin because I think a lot of people are very interested to invest, mas maganda mag-invest sa mga ganitong properties. And I hope, I'm pretty sure sa mga shinare ni Sir Sid at saka ni Reynante, marami na mag-i-email sa iyo, Abby. Yun. So, mabubuo na po ni Abby yung kanyang team Cayman. Ang president is siya, secretary sa Tisani. Ako na naman po ang
So guys, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you po.
Sir Dion, hopefully, see you soon. Magpapunta na kami dyan.
Thank you po sa oras ninyo. Kasi
Ayan.
napakaganda po ng mga sharing ninyo and I'm sure marami po tayong mga kababayan na magiging interested dyan kasi very inspiring yung nangyari sa inyo, and I can feel yung truthfulness nung sa mga sinabi ninyo, and malay nyo si Dion maging member na ng Team Cayman.
Yes, of course, sir. Pupunta po kami dyan.
Okay.
Okay.
So sana hindi lang po ito ang ating magiging pag-uusap. Sana meron pa pong mga susunod kasi para mas lalong maging aware po ang ating mga kababayan na bukod sa trabaho dito sa Cayman, kung meron silang mga ganyang mga style ng business, parang may mga extra income sila, di ba? And katulad ng aking idol, ano nga pangalan ng aking idol na to? Kalimutan ko na yung pangalan. Idol ang tawag dito kay ano?
Sir Sid.
Si Sid. Ang ganda ng kanyang storya. So, I mean, it's really inspiring.
Thank you po.
Sana maraming makarelate dun sa nangyari sa kanya. And sabi nga niya noon is marami siyang so anyway, guys, yan, SMDC, at congratulations po kay Jeremy Solidum ng anong lugar niya ulit? Nanalo siya ng 42-inch TV courtesy of SMDC. Imagine. So pag inabot ng SMDC sa yung TV doon sa mapipiling bahay sa Pilipinas ni Jeremy Solidum, kailangan naka-live din tayo doon para makita nila na inaabot natin yung TV doon sa Pilipinas. Malay niyo magbigay din ng gift si Ate Ebic kay Jeremy, di ba? Alam mo si Ate Ebic, very generous yan eh. Kilala ko yan. All right. So guys, you have anything else? I mean, you have any last
I would just like to thank Ms. Kimberly Carlos again for the interview, and also Pedro Castle for letting us use their facilities. I would like also to thank yung nasa likod po ng camera, si Ms. Avic, of course, si Mr. Jason Banawa, si Tang, si Dimple, and of course si Mr. Dion din, kasama din natin siya doon. And
thank you to our guests.
Thank you also for our guests na really, especially Mr. Kyle, who wake up really, really early. Sorry po magkaiba po tayo ng time frame. But I
Trabaho
hope
po,
next
okay lang
time,
yun.
we can have a tape naman po siguro, magagawa yun ni Avic, so we can just, and then maybe you can also, Avic can post also in the Bayanihan group, whatever are your schedules for seminars.
Yeah. Good night po.
Maraming pong salamat.
Maraming salamat.
Yes.
Mr. Renante.
And Mr. Renante, Mr. Sid, maraming salamat po. Mabuhay po kayo.
Yes. And guys, we have a teaser for next week sa ating Damayan program. We will have another
millennial interview.
Yes.
Yes. Meron na
Pwede ba tayo mag-break ng 2 minutes sa ating patalastas?
Ibang field. So, magkakasama naman po tayo ulit next week with Sugar
And Spice and everything.
and everything nice. Magandang gabi po ulit. Salamat po.
Thank you. Ay,
umalis kasi may raffle.
Oo, hindi
Diba?
namin nakalimutan yung mga...
Okay, so
mga-
yan. Pero guys, thank you po sa Sugar and Spice for their featured show tonight. It was very beautiful for a start, di ba?
Yeah.
And we're sure we're
Ganda
gonna
ng
be...
studio.
Of course, grabe. Alam mo po ang studio nyo, mura lang po pa nun. 700 a month lang po
Nagbiyahe
yun.
pa ako. Kaya nag-teleport na lang ako, nakarating ako dito.
Oh, see? Di ba?
Kasama ko yung isang everything nice.
Yes, yes. So guys, yung mga umattend po nung Philippine Festival na nag-register po kay Avic dun sa meron pa po kayong chance na manalo. Kasi magpaparaffle po tayo.
Pakita mo yung
Paparapol po tayo.
mapapanalunan na nila.
Ano nga yung mapapanalunan?
Yung
Sige po, ingat. Thank you. Thank you.
sa mga nag-register, hindi po namin kayo nakalimutan. Salamat po sa I think 68.
Ano nga ba yung
Dami
ating...
nila. So, nilagay po namin kayo lahat sa...
alin dito? Ito.
Yan.
Ito, papanalunan yan. Sandali, share natin.
Ay, sorry.
Share pa natin. Ayan, medyo mahina ang kalaban eh.
Excited.
Sandali excited. Alam niyo po, yan, gumagaling na po ako.
Hindi na ako yun.
Ito ba yun? Ito pala. Ito. Ayan!
Ayan para makapag-vlog na rin kayo.
Ayan ang mapapanalunan ng
Ayan, sa
inalis
mga
ko sila pala. Okay lang? Inalis ko.
Sa mga nag-register.
Okay lang alisin ko? Sorry. Yan po yung mapapanalunan.
Ayan. Sa mga nag-register. Ulit ako.
Ayan, tapos ang ganda niya na. 10 inch?
10 inch, mataas yan.
Selfie ring light tripod stand. Pang Pilipino.
Oo, dahil
Makakatangkad to.
makakapag-vlog na kayo.
Sayang, wala ba ako niyan?
YouTube
Dapat
channel.
kasama ako dyan.
Hindi ka nag-register eh.
Dapat i-register mo. Hindi ba ako nakaregister? Nakaregister ako
Kung nakaregister
Nakaregister
ka,
ako
nandyan ka sa wheel of fortune.
Alam ko nandito ako eh.
Tingnan ko nga.
Ay,
nilagay ka talaga. Oo, nakaregister ka nga.
Ayan.
Dahil ikaw ang vice president ng SMBC.
Oo, di ba? Ano ba yung mapapanalunan?
Itong selfie ring natin.
Saan yan?
Yan.
Ito yun.
Ayan,
Ay, may model?
Ang ating model.
May
Salamat,
model.
President. Miss you. Ayan.
Okay, ready na tayo?
Ready na.
Paparapol na tayo?
Okay.
Okay. I-share na natin yung ating mahiwagang Wheel of Fortune. I-share na natin ang ating Wheel of Fortune. Ay, nasan ba yun? Ba't nawala yung aking share? Sandali lang po ha. Mahina po ang kalaban. Ayan. Ayan na po ang ating mahiwagang rulita.
Yung malakas na ikot.
Di, paano ito pinalalaki kasi ito full screen. Ayan.
So lahat po kayo nandyan. Huwag po kayong mag-alala dahil meron akong sekretarya. Yung aking anak, siya ang naglagay ng mga...
So itong mga pangalan na nandyan, sila yung nag-register during Philippine Festival.
Yes. So,
wow!
Salamat po sa inyo.
Sige. At saka, ang tawag dito, tingnan natin kung sino man. Isa lang ba to? Isa lang?
Isa lang.
Congratulations po kung sino man ang mananalo. Ready na ba kayo? Are you guys ready? Ready? Sandali lang, alisin mo natin to para makita natin. Tama ba? Yan. Yan naman pala eh.
Okay, excited
ayan
na sila. Kung kilala nyo to.
Kung kilala nyo to, sigawan nyo. Ito yung kiklik, di ba? O ito.
Gitna yata.
Gitna. Click to spin.
Okay.
Or press control enter. Saan tayo?
Click to spin mo na. Doon sa gitna. Yon!
O yun na!
Ay! Ang bilis. Biglang tumigil. Sino yan? Ayan! Si
Maria Glenn Obeña. Hindi ba yan ang kapatid ni Maricel?
Hindi ko alam.
Oh, yan nga tayo.
Congratulations sa'yo.
So may winner na
Ikaw
po
nanalo
tayo.
ng ating
Si
self-esteem.
Maria Glenn Obenya.
Yan, message mo lang ako.
Paki-message po.
Ah,
Yan po ang nanalo ng
selfie ring.
ah saan nga ba 'yon? Paano nga ba 'yon? Ay, hindi ko na pala ma-share. Isang sharing lang pala. So yan po ang nanalo ng selfie na napakagandang selfie stand
With ring light.
with ring light,
Congrats.
Alright.
Sa susunod sa Wednesday, magpaparapol pa ba tayo?
Marami ba tayo? Magpaparapol tayo ng bigas.
Wow.
Oo, magpaparapol tayo ng... Marami tayong ipaparapol. Mga gift certificate. O sige. Paparapol tayo. Ang style naman natin next week, kung sino yung in attendance, ilalagay natin sa mahiwagang ruleta.
Yung mga viewers natin
Yung mga viewers natin sa YouTube, ilalagay natin sa ruleta. Magpaparapol tayo ng bigas at saka mga gift certificate, ng tortuga, ng Fosters, ganon.
Yan.
Alright? Kasi meron pa po akong mga gift certificate na pwede nating ipamigay. So congratulations po kay Maria Glenn Obenya. Bakit nawala? Paano ko ibabalik yun? Ayun! Congratulations po kay Maria Glenn Obenya. Sino pong may kakilala sa kanya? Pakitawagan na po siya. Kasi pag hindi niya po kinuha, bukas sa akin yun. Gagamitin ko sa live. Hindi, biro lang. Parang kapatid yata ito ni Maricel. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali.
Congrats. Miss Maricel.
Congratulations
PM
po.
mo lang ako kung kapatid mo yan.
So again, thank you guys sa oras ninyo tonight. Natapos na po ulit yung ating Wednesday Cayman Bayanihan Damayan na sinimulan natin. Episode 3 pa lang po ito. So we're still trying to adjust kung paano natin mapapaganda. Wala nga kami preparation eh.
Wala.
Nag-prepare kami kanina lang, 1 hour before. So ang suggestion ko sa kanila is maybe a day or two before, magmi-meeting kahit hindi naman in person, kahit na messenger na lang. I-prepare lahat ang mga materyales. Kasi puro volunteerism lang naman po ito eh. Pati yung mga patalastas, idadagdag namin. Tsaka kung may mga gustong sumali na kumanta, pwede namin kayo kasi i-feed in eh. Pwede kayong kumanta kahit...
May mga birthday greetings.
O yan, may mga birthday greetings kayo and everything. I-share nyo po sa amin para ma-post po namin sa ating show every Wednesday. At don't forget po sa Friday, hindi pala sa Friday, yung susunod na K-Band concert sa Hard Rock, in-invite po namin kayong pumunta kasi marami po tayong tinutulungan ng mga kababayan natin na ang dami pong mga pangangailangan. Iba't ibang klaseng mga pangangailangan. Hindi ko lang po pwedeng sabihin kung sino sila, pero marami po talaga tayong mga kababayan na kailangang tulungan. Ano po? Kaya nga po yan po, nabuo yung bayanihan. At yan nga naman po, may bago na naman, Damayan ng CBFC on a Wednesday. Alright, so, without further ado, meron ko ba sasabihin? Wala na.
See you all on Wednesday.
See you all on Wednesday again, same time, 7:30. We will try our best to be more prepared than now. But I guess it's a good show. It was a very good show. Kahit wala si Ferdy, ikaw may utang ka sa akin, Ferdy ha. So, sana mas maging kompleto tayo next time. At mas maging masaya tayo. Mas marami tayong matulungan mga kababayan natin. At sana mas maging maganda yung presentation ng Sugar and Spice. Di ba? Baka may mga bago silang topic na i-discuss na relevant sa atin dito sa Grand Cayman. Malay nyo, it's about labor or something or immigration related or health or maybe may plano din sila na magkaroon ng comedy kasi para hindi masyado siyang para hindi nakakasawang panoorin yung Damayan ng Cayman Bayanihan. Hindi siya laging parang naghihingi.
Yeah.
Something versatile siya, yung medyo kakaiba siya pag minsan. So once a week merong about comedy. If you know someone who's very good in comedy act, stage, stand comedy, please let us know. Invite nyo po siya pumunta sa amin or i-live namin siya kung nasaan siya, kung di siya pwedeng pumunta dito sa bahay. And then isasama natin siya sa show Para naman maging masaya ang Pilipino,
Yeah.
di ba?
Sa mga gustong mag-share ng talent nila,
Yes.
singing.
Halimbawa, kumakain ng apoy, tumutuloy sa alambre,
Yan.
magsabi po kayo.
Mhm.
Magsabi po kayo. Okay? So guys, thank you very much for your time and God bless po at sana maging maayos po yung gabi ninyo at ang ating kinabukasan ay maging maayos. Huwag mo kalimutan po magdasal. Ano po? Bago matulog at pagkagising dahil may buhay na naman binibigay sa atin si Lord. Thank you!
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.